Good afternoon. It's Laura from Healthy Carnivore. I wanted to run and get this done real quick. I've got to put together a shelf for my products because I have added so many new products. Not really new, it's stuff I've used, but I made more. And so I'm running out of spots for them. So I wanted to come on and just show you something you guys can do yourself. You can also, if you want to just purchase these items and you don't have all of these items or make your own or anything like that. If you like the tooth powder that I make, if any of you guys have ordered that before, this is the Remineralizing tooth powder that can be used even for people who have, I have crazy hair, even for people who have sensitive teeth. I have a lot of people that have sensitive teeth. So this is a recipe that can be used for that. You can always take down the amount of baking soda, but I use the aluminum-free Bob's Red Mill, and it doesn't bother my teeth. So anyway, I'll go over the recipe with you guys really quickly. Now I always triple or quadruple this batch that I'm going to tell you about. So it's 2 tablespoons of bentonite clay, which I'll show you that. So that is bentonite clay. And the only bentonite clay I personally use is from Redmonds, that does the Redmonds real salt. I know that's backwards, I'm sorry. But anyway, that's what I use. And then for this, if you were just making a normal size batch, then it is half a teaspoon of the baking soda. Then it is 1/4 of a cup of the real salt, or if you have the Celtic salt, you can do that too. Then I also do xylitol. You do not have to do this, xylitol. I do the xylitol, and I don't do a lot of it. I do about a tablespoon to the big batch. But that does help with the bacteria in the mouth. Even though it is a sugar substitute, I've never had it make me want to go out and eat something sweet. So I guess if you're really somebody that does affect, I mean, I don't do anything else that has sweeteners in it. This is the only thing I ever do with that. And then I have peppermint essential oil. I do have some of my peppermint hanging and drying, so because I used up all of mine. This is good though. It comes from a good company. So, oh, Jamie, you're welcome. Thank you for sharing. Anyway, so I'll kind of show you just how I do this. Now I'm going to turn the camera down so you can look at it, not me. And then it's going to get loud for a minute. I won't do it the whole time, but I'll let you kind of see how it's done. I just have a Procter and Silex is what it says. Just one of those little mini. Now I do have a big food processor. I probably could just do it in that, but I don't want to clean that big monster of a thing. So that's what I'm going to do is this. So let's go ahead and I'll show you. Hi, Crystal. All right, let me get this so it doesn't, it's just wonky. I'm trying to use a different setup for the phone here, so we'll see if it works or if it's going to be weird. It might be weird. Let's see if that works a little better. It's like it's falling, it's falling. Okay, maybe. If it all of a sudden drops down and you can't see anything, I'll try to, oh, like it just did. All right, let's do that. All right, we'll try that and see if that works. So as I said, bentonite clay, the recipe that I do, I'm going to triple it. So the original recipe says 2 tablespoons, so I'm going to do 6. Now I will tell you, this looks like dried mud, but it is so good. It's remineralizing for your teeth. I have so many people that are wanting this. I had a patient that I discharged, and her family reached out and they were like, hey, we definitely want some of that. And they're of the age group that they're not going to get on here and order it from my website. So I was like, well, you live 2 miles away, so I will just bring it. All right. I can't believe it is Tuesday already. There we go. Okay, so that is 6 of that, and we'll see. Sometimes I eyeball this and I end up adding more depending on the consistency. I've done it enough times. I've done it for so many years now that I kind of know what I want the consistency to look like. So let's see. Oh, well, good, Kathy. It is so good for the teeth. It is so, it's unfortunate. I actually was at an ex-patient's house today just to kind of visit and see how they were doing. And the family was like, hey, we heard that you make tooth powder. And I was like, yep. I said, I've used it for years. I said, my dentist thought I was nuts at first. And then he was on board. And then he retired. And his brother-in-law, or his brother, is the dentist for me now. And his son. And they definitely think I'm crazy. But they can't really point out why I'm crazy. Like, they are like, huh. Yeah, your teeth are so much stronger than they used to be. And, oh, yeah, you have this and you have that. And it's like, huh, how do I have that if it's so bad? So this would be 1.5 teaspoons, considering I tripled the amount. Kathy, I can't remember. I think did you say that your husband had sensitive teeth? Because I have quite a few people who use this that have the sensitive teeth, and they're like, it does not bother them at all. Hopefully he isn't having any trouble. All right. Same with this. I do not put as much salt as the recipe calls for, just so you know. Okay. Gonna be 1. That's not right. That's right. And then that. 1.5. All right. So really, other than getting these ingredients in, getting them ordered, whatever, making them, it's very, very quick. You can definitely make your own. And then as for the amount of essential oil, it says 10 drops. So I'm going to do 30 since I did such a, I tripled the batch. So yeah, that looked like 30 or more. More is better. So I'm just going to blend this for a minute, and then I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So I'm going to try to cover this a little. Okay, so I will definitely have to do more than that. Looks a little smoky in here, but I'll kind of show it to you. So, see if you can see that. And then what I do is I will test it, make sure that it's about the right amount of sweetness. I had somebody reach out and ask me if I could do bubble gum flavored for like kids. They don't make bubblegum essential oil, and I don't like chemicals, so I don't know of a way of doing that. So if somebody has essential oil that smells and tastes like bubblegum, let me know, and I will absolutely give that a try. But I think it's a no-go anyway. So, okay, so yes, he does, but he has no problem. Good, good, good. Last batch I made, added both the cloves. Oh yeah, and yep, cloves are absolutely good. Yep. Wonderful. I made a paste. Oh, so Crystal says she makes a paste with hers and makes toothpaste. Let's see, and she adds more water to use as for the mouthwash. So what I do with mine is I have made it into a paste, and you can use like coconut oil if you want, which kind of helps with that oil pulling. So what I do is I actually brush my teeth for about 2 minutes, and then I walk around the house and do something else. Like today I lifted weights, and I did that for 25 minutes, and I just swished with that fluid from me brushing with that. And that's kind of what I do. And then I do brush again right before bed. I only brush twice a day. But my teeth are hard. I mean, if you ask my husband, he's like, I can't get this open, or I can't get that open. Like, he's good at doing the lids, but if it's something to tear open or even like tin foil, I can do it with my teeth. I could probably chew through a can if I had to. I'm not gonna, so. I have not done pumpkin. I haven't. Now, what did I get? I have nutmeg oregano, or a nutmeg essential oil, and I think I have cinnamon oil, although I want to make my own. But I was thinking about doing that as well. But yeah, so that might be something that I'll do maybe around winter time, getting closer to like your Thanksgiving times and stuff like that. I thought about doing some candles around that time and doing more of like your pumpkin scents and just your like spice scents, you know. So like the cloves and nutmeg and stuff like that. So that's something I might do. But I'm trying to wait to see if all of my herbs and stuff come up. I've got comfrey planted, different things like that. So I'm going to try to make up a antibiotic salve that has several different things in it that are healing, you know, to do. So I'm going to try that, try my hand at it. I had made one for myself when I had surgery in 2019. And so I think I'm going to do the same, except I'm going to add in comfrey this time. I didn't add it in last time because I didn't have it, but that's what I'm thinking about doing anyway. I'm not sure what that means, but you need Blumpkin for sure. Oh yeah. And are you talking about candles? You want to see me do the pumpkin scented candles or tooth powder? But I will do that. I did a live candle, like I did my candle making maybe 2 weeks ago. But I will do another one of that. I've done lemon, vanilla, unscented, which really they kind of all equally did about the same, like people wanting them and liking them. I use the unscented here. We have a lot of problems, like we have 3 indoor cats, so allergies are pretty bad. So those beeswax and tallow candles are really known for cleaning the air. So that's what I was like, I'd rather use that with no scent, or the lemon, or one of the other scents, than I would to spray the chemicals. So, you know, I really did like a certain wax melt company and stuff like that. But my husband, I mean, he gags at some of those scents, I don't know, fake scents. Now, if it's something real, it doesn't seem to bother him. And I'm not supposed to laugh at him when he dry heaves, but I'm a nurse and I can't help it because I take care of people all day long. So when I get home, I don't have a lot of that left. I mean, I do. I'm not horrible. I'm not mean, but I'm just saying. So anyway, so that's how you do it. Very simple. You can do this on your own, or you can buy it from me. I sell it very, very cheap. I have never even, I know it's not even up to what I spend to do it, but I enjoy doing it, and I want to try to keep products that are natural cheap enough so that anybody that can spare $5, $6, $7 can get this, can get something natural, healthy, because that's something that when I was young, I mean, I was broke as a joke, and I couldn't afford any of the natural stuff that they had, and they didn't even have that much of it back then. But I couldn't afford what they did have for sure. You know, that was for your wealthy, you know, people in Hollywood. They could afford that stuff. But so I try to keep everything very, very low priced. And like I said, someday I'll probably sit down and put pen to paper, and who knows. I'm not worried about it. I have a job. So this is just to kind of help people out. Let's see. Switching around macros. Okay, so let me read this one. Hopefully it's okay if I read this out loud. So, unfortunately, the carnivore diet did not work for me. I tried to make it work by switching around macros and adding in salts and electrolytes. And I did this for years, and I feel way better with fruit. Hey, if you feel way better with fruit, I never say you have to do carnivore. I never tell anybody they have to do anything. Just like with shots or anything else. If it's what you want to do and you have informed consent, that's all I care about. So if you feel better eating fruits, go for it. I do not. I don't do better if I eat broccoli. I don't do better if I eat any of that. So it doesn't work for me. And just watch how you feel. You know, in the future, if you have trouble, you know, you can go to this form of an elimination diet, and then put things back one at a time, and then you'll know what's actually causing you trouble. Yes, so Joe King, the recipe is actually, I did a video. So if you go to my videos, I do have one and I have it listed under there. When I'm done with this one, I can see if I can get it put in there, but very simple, very, very simple. So, okay, let me see for the pumpkin. I feel, yeah, I'll have to look and see about that scent. To see, and I don't do anything strong scent. So my candles, my lemon body soap is my favorite thing ever. I just absolutely love it, but it is such a light scent. Like every once in a while I'll be driving in the car and I'll be like, oh, it smells like those Girl Scout cookies back in the day that were lemon with the white, like powdered sugar on the outside or whatever, and they were supposed to be their healthier version. And I'm like, oh, it smells just like those. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. But it's not strong. I don't like strong smells, so that's what I am. Yep, it's in my playlist under homemade health supplies. Well, thank you, Kathy. I know it was out there somewhere, but I haven't really paid attention. So anyway, hopefully, I know this was kind of short and sweet, but I also have a blanket to get started for my veteran. I make blankets. I crochet blankets for patients, people I know, stuff like that. And I have to get started on that too. So I'm going to get this ground up. I'm going to get it put in, get it added up to the website, and then I am going to get in and get started on my veterans Afghans. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you guys for watching. If, like I said, I'll try to attach the actual amounts of what, if you just want to make yourself like a smaller amount of it, I'll put that out there. And just know you can double, triple, quadruple, whatever you want to do with it, and make your own. So that's what I would do. And anything you can do for yourself, it is going to behoove you and help you. So we can do a lot of stuff for ourselves. So a cat named Scamper. I love your name. If you look up the Blumpkin, you will see that there's strength of the odor is normal due to its nature and spice. Okay. It's also best if done in your... Gotcha. Okay. I guess we'll look for that. Anyway, you guys have a good evening. I will see you later. As I always say, even though I didn't make anything with meat, is meat, heat, eat, and repeat.